Hi Cancer, thanks for joining me for your October 2017 forecast for the month. I'm excited to be here, and I just wanted to take a moment before I begin the forecast to express my condolences to anyone who is affected by our natural disasters. I know that a lot of you aren't even watching this because you don't have electricity or even clothing or a home. So I'm just overwhelmed with emotional concern for Puerto Rico, Mexico, Florida, Houston, all of the Caribbean. And we're in an environmentally concerning situation, and even politically extremely concerning. I just wanted to express that prior to starting, that I thought it would be crazy to approach the readings without addressing what's happening in the world. I don't really want to get into political conversation on the thread because of a few reasons, but I'll just leave it at that. My heart goes out to anyone suffering, and please donate to the Red Cross if you haven't. Any little bit helps. Everyone is struggling out there. So thank you for listening, and let's go on with the forecast. I'm excited about the Jupiterian transit that we have this month. At the top of the month, on the 5th, we have our full moon at 12 degrees of Aries. And this will bring a closure to the career sector for Cancer and Cancer rising. And please watch your sun, your moon sign, and your ascendant sign for the forecast. The full moon bringing closure in the 10th could see you leaving one part of your career and starting another. It could also see you retiring. You could have a new boss figure come into play as one is retiring and another one is coming in. It could apply differently. There's also a finality to the relationship with your father. There could be closure from those of you who are healing from experiences with the paternal figure in your life, the 10th house. And this full moon is conjunct Uranus, so there is a sudden kind of revelation or insight surrounding this full moon 2.5 days before it occurs and 2.5 days after the 5th. Now on the 10th, we have our Jupiter transit that has occurred once a year. Jupiter is exiting Libra and entering Scorpio. So he hasn't been in this sector for 12 years. And Cancer, this is amazing placement. It's huge for people who are wanting to have children. This is a big pregnancy placement. So if you're of age and you're having sex and there's the potential for you to be pregnant, I think between the 10th of October and November 8th of 2018, there could easily be a pregnancy for Cancer. Jupiter is entering the 5th house of children and fertility. Jupiter is expansion. He'll be expanding the sector that he enters, and expansion in the fertility sector is a baby bump. So he's also the Santa Claus of the solar system, bringing jovial abundance and prosperity, opulence, magnetism. All of that is Jupiter. And this could also see creative endeavors expand. Jupiter in the 5th house is F-U-N, is fun. This is the sector of play, playfulness, leisure, what brings you pleasure, and attraction and true love and romance. It is on fire for Cancer and Cancer rising. If you're not coupled up, you have the potential to meet a very attractive love interest for the whole year, effective the 10th of October. This could see you taking a lot of risks in personal entrepreneurial endeavors, career risks in the 5th house, working for yourself, owning your own company. Jupiter is a risk taker, but importantly, he instills the faith and optimism that you can succeed in those ventures. And when Jupiter enters here, you could say, I'm leaving the job, the career, the corporate 10th house, and heading into my independent life, the 5th house of running my own creative business. It could easily be what's up with Cancer at the top of the month. Love it. It's all about the 5th house this month for you, and the 4th house of home and environment, where you love. Because on the 14th, Venus enters Libra, and that is your environment sector. So there's balance, harmony, love, attracted to the home environment. You want to be home. Cancer likes being in the 4th house. You naturally govern that sector as a Cancerian on the astrological wheel. So Venus here is love in the home, harmony in the home environment, harmony with the mother figure in the 4th house. And on the 17th, Mercury enters Scorpio, where Jupiter is. So details, the analysis, the communication with your children in all things 5th house. This would be great for if you are entering into owning your own business. You're getting your business licensing handled. Mercury here, direct, is contracts, signatures, information. Communicating with your children is big, though. The 5th house, Mercury will be conjunct Jupiter, and then on the 23rd, the Sun enters this sector. There's a lot of pregnancies happening for Cancer and Cancer rising. But the development of your relationship with your children will be a huge focus for the month of October, as well as the year through November 8th of 2018. Now our new moon on the 19th is at 26 degrees of Libra in this 4th house. Some of you have expanded the home and you're starting fresh in a new environment. Some of you are processing where you need to be, where you're living and where you're headed. You could be moving around that time, moving towards a more comfortable environment, cozy for Cancer. And on the 23rd, Mars enters Libra. So the new moon, Venus, and Mars all conjunct in the 4th house. And then you have the Sun, Jupiter, and Mercury in the 5th house. So there's a lot of personal planet energy in that sector of your wheel, of your zodiac wheel. And I feel like you are benefiting in a very happy way because the 5th house is implemented. Let's get to the cards and see what comes up for Cancer. I'm thoroughly shuffled, so I'm pulling the cards now. And if you'd like to read with me, I'm at audreyalison.com. I read through the week, and you can select your desired reading length via PayPal, and I'll get back to you the next day and give you some times. Also, my Vimeo on-demand medium messages for October are up. They were up last week, so if you haven't subscribed to that channel, please do so. And I also included a 9-card fortune card reading for October that you can also find on Vimeo on demand. So the first card, you have the Prince of Coins, the Prince of Pentacles. He is the protector of your health and wealth. He is a younger earth sign male, a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Let's see what else is here. Justice. This is a cool Justice card. This is the sign of Libra in the major arcana, but it means what it says. It's the law. It's what is just. It is a balance that is required right now for Cancer. A balance between your health and your wealth. Tend to yourself as much as you do your wallet, and you'll be good to go. That's what I'm getting. Strength. Wow, now this is the major arcana for Leo. In almost every reading I've done, and I've read a lot so far, I think this is one of the last 2 I'm doing, it ends, or it has 2 major arcana cards in it. And what that tells me, these major arcana cards, it is a time of change. Major developments are happening. And with Jupiter transiting, that is correct. But strength is what you want to see in terms of health and wealth. Being physically strong, being financially strong. Beautiful card for Cancer. Now we're talking. This is you, Princess of Cups. The Cancerian female. Could be Pisces or Scorpio, but I think she's showing up for you. Your intuition is extremely important. She's got a wedding ring on. I'm noticing that for the first time. There's a ring on her finger. She's very poised. She doesn't look troubled or bothered. She's intently listening. And that's what Cancer does best. They listen, and then they allow their emotions to kind of lead the next part of conversation. So this month, protecting your health, wealth, and earnings that will be strong, that are growing, it puts you in a calm demeanor. It allows you to sit back and assess things peacefully. Once your finances are handled and you're on top of your health, it's all Cancer needs right now. It's just the comfort. Pay attention to your intuition. Strongly psychic card, just on top of it, identifying you in the reading. I think that at the time of the full moon, these coins are brought to your attention because there's a full moon in the 10th house of earnings and career. Justice might see some Cancerians having settlements to tend to. Maybe you've had an insurance policy on your home that needs to be settled or resolved. You might be waiting for money to come through from a legal situation that absolutely will, strongly in the end. Have some patience. More importantly, have some fun, because these cards are great, but they don't express the 5th house as much. They're saying, balance makes you happy, and maintaining your health accurately could make Cancer very happy. But you also have the 5th house of fun that needs to be tended to too. So don't be too strict on yourself. Be open to the possibilities also of procreation. I feel like it's going to be calling your name. And trust me, that's not something I would say to you if we were having drinks. So that's not, that message is coming strongly from outside of me. I'm happy for Cancer. As an empath, I get a feeling of anticipation, because it's exciting when Jupiter enters the 5th house. The possibilities are endless for true love and things that bring you fulfillment. There's a pleasure to the 5th house. So this is going to work out just fine for you. I'm excited for you. Thank you for joining me for this forecast, and I hope it was helpful. Remember, Cancer, the sky is limitless, so reach for the stars.